Look at your young men dying, the way they've always done before.
All right, let's go ahead and finish up with this. Cancer. America has cancer. It's metastasized. It's spread everywhere. The media is telling you the cancer is actually healthy. The public's pointing out all these tumors and things popping out, and the country's having trouble breathing, and they're saying, oh, no, that's healthy. The rest of the body's what's bad. These tumors are the future. It's good to have folks running around in tattletale squads. You know, when you read about this Secure Corps and one of its subgroups set up by Clinton, now expanding city year, and David Gergen involved in the rest of them, it's bipartisan, you find out that it is Homeland Security roles. So I'm going to cover all that and dovetail it into the new world and what life under it will be like in a moment. But let's finish up with that video. Here it is.
And to show that positive can always overpower negative. I am change. And this is what I wear.
Now, that is designed for the most mindless, fluoride head kid. Totally dumbed down. I am change, very simple, very stupid, and this is what I wear, because kids are all about what they wear. And look, I know how to zip a zipper. You know, I'm 14, and normally a 4-year-old could do this, but the fluorides got me to the point where, and the mercury shots and the GMO food where I can zip a zipper. Zip! And I was like, ooh! And, you know, it's real popular with a drum circle and kind of what's, you know, cool, inner city kind of dance. But once they recruit you, you find out it is about tattling and spying and going out and demonstrating. It's like Acorn on steroids. And they're serving out billions of bucks to these groups, both governmental and non-governmental. They're running TV ads with government money for Secure Corps, for AmeriCorps, but for also completely private groups, the Democratic Party, like USAService.org. And then you're under their control, but it has the U.S. government seal on it. And it's literally, they're out doing gun buyback programs to condition everybody to turn their guns in and to see the news images of that. They're busy, pushing so many facets of this. And then I covered last week the story out of the New York Times. Perhaps we can pull this article up for folks if we have time. Government readies youth corps to take on vets. Now, that's what the first paragraph of the New York Times said, that they're training them with these dummy MP5 BB guns and the rest of it with Homeland Security all over the nation. But that's only one program. Then they have other programs in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, right on up, where the public schools in Secure Corps do warrant service, fugitive apprehension. So, see, it's not good for kids to have guns and paintball and play or do laser tag or whatever. The media says that's evil and bad. But if you do it under the government, it's okay. That's a sanctioned, kosher place to do this. So the kids run out and want to be part of this, and it's under state control. And Hitler took the Boy Scouts that Germany had and militarized it and turned it into the Hitler Jugend and said, you're going to spy, you're going to tattle. And we have public schools all over the nation, you know, writing dossiers on your parents, what's in the medicine cabinet. They have law enforcement semester starting in the 6th grade, and then they have them again in the 8th and 9th grade, where the kids have a federal deputized local county sheriff or police officer in the class teaching them, and now the economy is converting over where most of the new scholarships and grants aren't for electrical engineering or arts or botany or biology. It is now all about law enforcement. ITT Technical isn't ITT Technical. It's now ITT Law Enforcement or security guards. This is the new economy. They're converting it over because the big banks own all these private companies that supply the police and the military, and Lockheed Martin puts in the face scanning cameras and the license plate reading cameras, and Lockheed Martin and others put in the license plate readers and the red light cameras. All of this they're making huge profits off of. They're converting our economy. Brain scanners at the airports, biometric scanners that scan your naked body, big defense contractors, if you read all over the country, putting cameras in school bathrooms, cameras in the school lunchrooms, cameras in the classrooms, free federal computers where the kids do their English class stuff on a federal computer and a laptop they take home, but they admit that that's downloaded by the feds to, quote, check for plagiarism. and because they run it against a database, but also a database of what your kids are, and during the law enforcement class, it's on a computer, that goes to the feds. So now it's actual dossiers being written about your family. They admit this in the actual grants to the schools, but to the parents, they're told, oh, your child's being taught how to be a police officer, and, isn't this great? They're going to be like Jack Bauer. And then notice almost all the toys, whole aisles at Target or Toys R Us are about kid spies. Get this, be a spy. Get that, be a spy. You watch the kids' shows on TV, it's all about being spies and spy kids. Massive total conditioning everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, as they convert us to this. And then the New York Times reports, oh, isn't it great? The little girls tell their mom not to take a bath. They tell their mom not to eat as much food. She's overweight. Her carbon footprint's too big. And then parents email me and call me and go, yeah, my kid came home and said, turn the sink off. You're using too much water and our light bulbs are wrong. Sounds reasonable reason to have them be little spies of the states to these environmental parents, but then it can quickly be converted over into, what does mommy drink? What does mommy smoke? What does mommy say? What does mommy do? And now that's happening. So when you see this, these guys are being trained to take on vets, trained to take on gun owners, trained to take on the American people. And in Kurt Nimmo's article, excellent article, AmeriCorps' paramilitary propaganda ad, in this story, he details with links to the Homeland Defense Pentagon link, where they admit this is their main function is homeland surveillance and intelligence. Well, what did Obama say in that speech? In fact, pull that up. It's in the Obama Deception. That's why the film's so important. But I just want to go over all this right now. If you go to it, he says we needed a civilian intelligence agency just as big and strong as the military. Well, that's 1 million strong. And then I got corrected a few weeks ago in the LA Times. The congresswoman said, no, we want 7 million. See, people think I exaggerate. I said 1 million because he said that. 7 million. And Kurt details in this article, AmeriCorps' paramilitary propaganda ad, also the Daily Newscaster detailed it, how this is to work with police departments, public safety grants, the war against terrorism on the home front, and they give them the training manuals that say conservatives, gun owners, people that make frequent references to the U.S. Constitution. They need eyes and ears to do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Obama, what he's saying they will be used for, as they do military drills on TV. Here it is.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
Okay, that's enough. Now, let me go ahead and get into the other things that are happening. The text of H.R. 1966, the Cyberbullying Act, racing through the House, openly states, word for word, that if you hurt someone's feelings, they sign an affidavit, federal felony, 5 years in prison, massive fines. You can go read it for yourself. Okay, then they have other bills introduced. This just came out this Sunday, broke at Infowars.com. We have a link to the No Fly, No Buy Act, H.R. 2401, where they state openly to everyone that no judge, no jury, no arrest, no wire on the list, just you're not allowed to buy guns and SWAT teams are coming to take them. Ladies and gentlemen, my dad's been on a no-fly list. And they say, no way to get off. You can write a letter here and to some secret agency. We feel like it, you might get off of it because, his name's very common. Airport secures bars all or does it? And he just brought in an article about the body scanners. I've got other crazy articles about patents for exploding cyanide chips I didn't get to last week, where they want to put exploding cyanide chips in you. If you're not good, they hit a radio frequency and it kills you. This is what governments are pushing. By the way, that's AP. And they're just like, oh, what's wrong with your cyanide chip? You're not with Al-Qaeda. I mean, my God, there was that famous case in 2012 when the Al-Qaeda tried to hit this or that, and because they had exploding cyanide chips, it saved the children. You're not for killing children, are you? Then take your, this is remember Homeland Security saying they want us to all wear taser bracelets when we get on planes? In fact, pull that up for folks. And then Homeland Security came on and said, yes, we're looking at making you wear taser bracelets right out of the Running Man. Next, it's an exploding necklace around your neck. Folks, it's so over the top, the public doesn't. They've introduced bills. Look at this one. Bill in Congress would ban gun ownership at